Hey, Atrioc, I'm learning how tourism can be bad for an economy because it raises the standard of living for native peoples. I'm sorry. Your question is very odd. You're saying it's bad because it raises the standard of living for native peoples? How is that bad? Did you mean cost of living? Okay, standard of living is an entirely different thing. That would be an improvement, a net gain. Cost of living. I mean, my gut would say to disagree with you. I'm sure there's a study we could take a look at, but tourism is, you know, foreign investments. It's money coming into your economy. It's a good thing. Raising cost of, you know, you could lower cost of living and live in poverty. Yeah, if you lived in a shack in the desert, you would have a low cost of living, but your society is not great. I think there may be some downsides, but the benefits outweighs the cons. Tourism is generally thought to be a boon. A shack in Clancyville is $1,600 a month. Yeah, but with Dan Clancy's good governance, it's worth it. Tourism has terrible added value, Big A. It's a way to look at. But that's the thing is, I think you're thinking very, very one step on this. You are assuming that if you eliminated tourism, there would be other growth. There would be, you know what I'm saying? It's basically tourism is almost a way to get money into your economy for nothing. Tourism is kind of a get out of jail free card. It's just a free industry. If you're acting like it'll solve all your problems or fix your wage growth issues or anything else, no, it probably won't. That's like saying if we started, I don't know, a banana farm in our country, would it solve all our problems? No, it might make a few banana farmers rich, it bring some money into the economy. It's just a valuable industry. People are putting too much on it. I think studies that are blaming tourism for countries' problems are ignoring larger societal problems with that local government, which are probably the much bigger issue than tourism. Like Japan, like if you were like to blame Japan's weakening yen or inflation problem or any of that on tourism, you'd be insane. It's the government. It's the massive, massive, massive government debt. It's the fucking propped up, desperate Japanese government. It's nothing to do with tourism. Tourism is, if anything, it helps. It helps in a tough time. Locals in Japan are definitely feeling the stress from tourists. Absolutely. Yeah. Again, as Japan's currency gets weaker and weaker and weaker, which it continues to do, because of bad government decisions, because of the endless government debt finally coming due, people will want to travel there because they can get more for their buck. And so if you're an average Japanese citizen, you don't understand any of that. You're like, this is fucking annoying. There's more and more and more tourists. But it's not the tourists' fault. The tourists are a symptom of the bigger problem, which is that your currency is devaluing. It's just shifting blame. It's like, oh, these fucking tourists. That's not the case. Tourism, while looking good on paper, is bad for locals because most jobs in tourism are low-wage jobs. Yeah, but you're not understanding. It's jobs. If you get rid of the tourism job, it's not like there's a bunch of high-cost, high-paying jobs. There's no jobs. I just corrected this. There's no jobs. There's either these low-paying jobs or there's no jobs. If you're in a situation where you're relying on tourism, your economy's already in a bad spot. It's not like all these people that are working tourist jobs are like, oh, I would be working at a executive in a nice factory or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it goes. I think it's a scapegoat. I think it's a very convenient scapegoat on outsiders when it's really government problems. It's an escaped goat. As Taylor Swift once said, Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. So wise. Fire pen emoji. So fucking wise. Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. Yeah, BG, we talked about this. Beji, I have talked about this, but I'll repeat my position. You are telling me that Canada has changed drastically, and that because of Trump's pressure, Canada is now united behind the Liberal Party, and that Mark Carney is going to sweep the election, and Poilievre is doomed. And I'm telling you, I don't believe you. We'll find out. If my prediction is wrong, and they don't win, crazy. But I've seen polls. I saw polls for Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? What I'm telling you is I'm very confident. I remain extremely confident that Poilievre will win that election. I have no doubt, but we'll find out. You know, the election will arrive and we'll know. And I will apologize if I'm wrong. Why apologize your prediction? I mean, I'm not gonna. Well, I'll say I'll apologize for dismissing your polls claims. I'm not gonna apologize for a prediction. Predictions are predictions, but I will apologize for dismissing. I'm just dismissing them because I don't believe them. I'm very confident in that prediction. Big A! I got new shoes yesterday. Turns out I've been wearing the wrong size for a while. I was wearing 10.5 and they felt uncomfortable. This guy yesterday at Allen Edmonds got me 9EEE and they're so much more comfortable. Is this a joke? I can't tell. Is 9EEE like a clown shoe? What is that? I have no idea if this is a joke because I've never heard of shoes measured by E. Triple wide? What are your feet like? What do those grippers look like? Post grippers for the chat if you got triple E. What does that mean? Is that... Can I check? I'm going to look. I'm incognito because I'm EEE feet. Oh my God. That's a fucking triple wide. You got some fucking chonker dogs. Yeah, that's a big shoe. Like they say wide foot is just double E. So triple E is like not even on this chart. I've been complimented twice since I got my two-tone Enron hat in the mail. Joining the Atrioc hive mind unlocked my hidden Riz and was the best damn decision I've ever made. Let chat know. Paid chatter, and I appreciate you for it. That's a good fucking write-up. I'll put that on the website. Damn, it was the best damn decision you ever made. I think you're young. I feel like one day maybe you'll ask someone to marry you or, you know, make a crazy decision for your career and it pays off. Like those will probably, I don't think at the end of your life, you're going to be like, yeah, the best decision I ever made was in 2025, I bought an Atrioc hat. I just doubt that's gonna stick with you so long. But if it does, then God bless you. Appreciate it.